Hello friends, Mr. E here, back again with another build for the Skitarii. This time around it's the Shivtari. That's right, we're using the combat blade. I had not touched this weapon on the class just yet because I knew everyone would probably want to play with a lot of the new weapons on the class and the ones that have, obvious electrical synergies, but this thing is top tier on the Skitarii, I'm telling ya. I put it in my tier list up high for a reason. Now, this weapon is going to be used to proc critical electrocutions on enemies, which is disgusting, and I'll show you how that works in the Skitarii in a second. Let's go ahead and get started with the weapon itself. We're going to max out everything except for mobility. We're going to do Carapace and Unyielding to get through those big tanky boys a little bit better. Riposte and Lacerate. Riposte is a lovely, lovely additional bit of crit down there. And then Lacerate is a great way to build tons of additional damage on all sorts of targets, right? Lacerate is just free damage, and oftentimes one or two attacks, that's enough to finish off most enemies. You can do a couple light attacks and then move on about your day. You can hit a dog one time and be like, yeah, he's dead from there with a heavy attack. It's very, very comfy. You'll get lots of extra damage out of it. Then we have the Phosphor Blast Pistol down here. Just the best all-around secondary for a fast-moving build like this, with range critical strike chance, unyielding, and then Infernus and Surgical, so we can guarantee getting a couple of crits in there to pump those burn stacks up on bosses. So bosses are going to be hit with 16 stacks of burn, which our Servo Skull is going to keep up, and we're going to put 16 stacks of bleed on them, and we're going to embrittle them with our shock. It's going to be amazing in terms of cutting apart bosses. For our curios, just the typical ones that I'm running the whole time: toughness, regen speed, ally revive speed, combat ability regen, with toughness as the main stat. These are just very, very quality, and you'll see in the gameplay footage that ally revive speed coming in absolute clutch this game. We're able to pick people up in the blink of an eye. It's so awesome. Alright, so here is the talent tree, and we're going to go in this left branch first. We'll go power redistribution uplink, then we'll go last stand relay. This is a nice 6% crit. Then we'll take channel motive force and artificer Servo Skull with both new spheric command. And I'm going to grab the Medicae here. Now, this is a flex point. If you're playing with a team that doesn't seem to need the Medicae Servo Skull, you can drop this. There's lots of different places you could go with this. Probably right here would be a great one. Residual current buffer for some additional toughness damage reduction would be pretty solid. Over here, flux conduit buildup, adaptive combat calibration, progressive plating matrix, sustained assault doctrine, then hydraulic impact, and finally here with cleansing protocols. We don't need enhanced capacitance protocols, I found, because we are so good at getting specialist and elite kills between our ability to really evade most damage by sliding and running around all over the place, and then just sniping everything with our pistol or our Servo Skull, or even just running up and shanking them. It's pretty easy to keep these stacks maxed out. We'll take the extra higher purpose here for 5% capacitance on elite kill, which is really going to stack up. That gives us a ton of capacitance back. Increasing the max stacks to 8, which is going to boost us to 20 and 20 in terms of the stats, and then 12% crit chance and 12% melee attack speed off Servo Sinew Surge here, which is amazing. On this right side branch, we'll go Binary Ballistics Protocol, Threat Detection Imperative, then Galvanic Marking Ray. This is another kind of flex node. If you don't feel like you're getting enough uptime on this, maybe you aren't as avid about marking targets with your Servo Skull and picking them off, then yeah, maybe drop this and you could go over here for defenses. You could go up here for defenses, right? That'd probably be my recommendation instead. But then we'll go Superior Defense Engrams and Hybrid Combat Covenant. These are 100% must picks. Massive value generation out of these when you're running the skull like this. Then we'll take Auto Repair Doctrines up here, Electro Strike Conduit. This is the focus of the build, right? This is what makes the whole thing tick. Let me demonstrate this really quickly. We'll go into the old side canyon while I yap. But basically, the first enemy that you hit with a critical will be electrocuted, which is amazing, right? And note that counts bulwarks on the shield, which is massive. So all we have to do is get a crit on him anywhere, and this guy's dead, right? Same thing works for crushers, and every time you crit, you will apply 10% brittleness, which is really, really good, and that brittleness obviously applies to all of your team as well as to your Servo Skull right there. So yeah, this is a awesome, lovely little perk that can really synergize well with the knife, because the knife has you see how much I'm critting right there. That's without even considering the extra 20% I'll get when I'm dodging, which is pretty much all the time, right? So this is disgusting on this knife. Then we'll take Augmented Power Cycler here, Galvanized Coating, one of the best defensive nodes probably in the entire game. Weakness analysis doctrine, this is going to be up 100% of the time because we are counted as hitting enemies when either the servo skull shoots them because it applies a burning stack, or when we melee them because we're applying bleeding stacks on body shots, which is what we're going to do 95% of the time. And then we'll come over here and grab system shock. This is how we're applying that brittleness on those shocks. Resurgence, because it's the only aura we can actually reach. I guess we could take 10% more ammo, but that's pointless. And then up here, I'll take Retribution Conduit. This scales our damage versus those electrocuted targets, which, you know, is pretty good, right? It's at least something. And then right here, Overcharge Transfer Lattice. I think this is really good. I wasn't actually running it in the game that you'll see, but I added it in after the fact because I found one thing that, you know, the knife doesn't have a whole lot of stagger, right? So enemies like ragers and stuff, they'll come up and they'll get at you and they'll swing a couple hits and they might tap you 1 or 2 times. It's not that they're gonna hurt that much because you'll usually just like barely get touched, but when they do, then they'll get stunned, and that's your time to move in and do your thing, right? So even, yeah, just like getting nicked 1 time, everybody who's chasing you around on that flank is going to get electrocuted, and that's a great time to take advantage of their incapacitation. And then we'll finally take a voltaic emitter, just a single point voltaic emitter here. What we really want for this is we want that 3rd stat there. When you're using this voltaic emitter at 3 charges or above, for the next 15 seconds, your attacks electrocute enemies for 2 seconds, dealing damage. This is just massive. You know, the ability to guarantee electrify everything you hit. And yeah, that just makes our horde clear like disgusting because we're just like swishing with the knife. Everything we touch will get electrocuted. So you'll see me use this. You probably even saw, I think I put it in the intro, right? None of the enemies that I was attacking could do anything because they were all getting perma electrocuted by this ability. And bonus fun fact, guys, this ability, when it's activated at 3 stacks, it grants that electrocution status, which of course applies system shock to enemies, but it also applies it to the skull. So the skull can apply 40% brittleness to targets as well. It doesn't get the stun effect of like paralyzing enemies, but the fact that it applies brittleness on its own is just disgusting. I don't know if that's intended, but it's at least in the game right now, so use it while you can. Anyway, that is the build, guys. I hope you really enjoy it. It is a ton of fun. I always love playing with a knife. It's a mile a minute, and this class uses it in a very unique way. I love being able to paralyze guys just by shanking them in the face. You know, that feels amazing. So check it out. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. Mystery out of here. Bye-bye.
got 3 charges up.
The path you take is through the greatest light.
Triplets.
Just don't go down the alley over there, the demons.
Care bear.
Use ammo.
There's a player about to jump on top of us.
Can't have all the fun there by yourself, dude.
Figured I'd keep him away from the ritual.
You're boxing, dude.
Fucking playogrins are such chumps. I really wish they would give him a buff somehow. Like at least Chaos Spawns can grab you and Beast and Wriggles are annoying to exist. But or playogrins.
I don't know. Hackmaster's got that nasty debuff.
Yeah. That's it. It is quite nasty. I kind of wish they would give him the Minotaur treatment.
Like the mythological one.
Like the Vermintide 2-1. Oh yeah, mythological, yeah. Yeah, he was actually scary. He would headbutt you, and that would stagger you enough. Like in this game, it throws you back too far, so you can't follow up on the attacks. In that game, it would stun you and break the block, and then you had to dodge because he was going to follow up with like several like combo overheads and stuff. And it was pretty punishing. He was scary aggressive too. He was kind of aggressive like the Master is. He would just like stick on you and you'd be able to get him off.
Medston. No, we're fucking right over here.
Just body blocking. That's not a good shot. Look on the other side of the wall. So we're going to run to the right over here and run around real quick.
Let's do it.
Oh no, it's not. Where is this? Oh, it's all the way at the back left. Fuck, I'm so stupid. Oh my god. I forgot about the spawn. Okay, we'll fucking tank up. That's not gonna do that. Good. I should be able to keep it busy if you guys want to do everything else.
I can solo attack.
I can solo this guy.
I can't survive.
It's Dead by Daylight.
What the fuck am I watching?
It's Dead by Daylight, man. Never played some DBD? Just troll the fuck out of the killer? We got Uber maybe.
No one tickle. I'm chilling.
Oh, that's a lot of Reapers up there.
Well, fuck me, man. Just took it.
Immediately, dude. I looked at you, he wasn't there, and I looked again, and he was.
Oh, fuck, shit, man.
This is the last spot where we can actually lose the map, so